With Season 3 of The Mandalorian just about to get underway, and the anticipation of Din Djarin traveling to Mandalore, a lot of fans are hoping to see Mandalorian lore revealed in a huge way. And one element of that lore are the war chants of Mandalore. So today, I will be breaking those down. This is Star Wars Music Analysis.
Do it.
These chants were originally introduced to fans in the 2005 video game Star Wars Republic Commando. The music by Jesse Harlin took on a Les Williams-type sound and instead a much darker tone, and because the clones are being trained in traditional Mandalorian fighting styles by Jango Fett, they are also finding a connection to their roots in Mandalorian culture. The main piece I'm hoping shows up is Vode, known as the Mandalorian chant. The quick lyrics over top strings and brass immediately invokes lots of aggression. The lyrics are set in a syllabic manner, which means each note is a different syllable. This allows the words to be more prominently understood, but also allows the lyrics to have a far more speech-like feeling. And since the Mandalorian language, known as Mandoa, uses a lot of hard consonants like K's, the words, when sung with correct enunciations, cut through very clearly. The initial lyric that we hear is Kote, meaning glory. It rings out all by itself, sung at the interval of a major second, creating immediate dissonance and tension, and is held for 3 measures all on its own, acting almost as a prelude to the rest of the song and giving it a sense of presence to everything else that we will hear. The first verse begins by poetically repeating the title of the song, Vode, meaning brothers all, over and over as it cycles back to its core idea in the first 2 lines, underneath the war march of snares play. One indomitable heart, brothers all. We, the wrath of Coruscant, brothers all. Then the theme of glory returns in repetition instead for the next 2 lines. As they sing of glory, the bass line triumphantly rises. And glory, eternal glory, we shall bear its weight together. The song then flips again back to the theme of the first 2 lines. Forged like the saber in the fires of death, brothers all. Notably, the song repeats the Vode by leaping from the tonic to the 3rd scale degree each time, giving it a specific and memorable motif within the song. The same is occurring for the Kote, or glory, as well. Each time it returns, even if in the middle of a sentence, the male singers suddenly sing out more, holding a higher and longer note for glory. The second verse begins just like the first verse, repeating words and music to give us a sense of renewal in the music. One indomitable heart, brothers all. We, the wrath of Coruscant, brothers all. However, then a short section, almost acting like a bridge, is introduced where the lyrics move much faster, covering a lot in a very short span of time. Underneath, the rising bass line of glory returns, giving our adrenaline an extra surge. And those who stand before us light the night sky in flame. Our vengeance burns brighter still. Every last traitorous soul shall kneel. Those who stand before us light the night sky in flame. Our vengeance burns brighter still. Every last traitorous soul shall fall. The rhythm underneath here turns to motifs of 3/8 notes against the 2/8 note beat, creating instability. Because of the hurriedness of this section as well, it comes across more rabid than the rest of the song, harking a barbaric anger and warlike crazed intensity. It's my theory that this was a section added later for a very specific event, but what that could be, I don't know. This entire passage is also part of its own Mandalorian chant, known as Gratua Kuam. The song then concludes with the lyrics from the end of the first verse and the familiar creed. Forged like the saber in the fires of death, brothers all. The entire song is in minor, and the combination of a military march with snare drum and a bass line heavily outlining tonic and dominance underneath male singers in a minor key is heavily influenced by the Soviet-era music of the Red Army. There's almost infinite ways for how this chant could come up in The Mandalorian. Perhaps it begins simply as a chant, perhaps it's sung as a new leader of Mandalore is welcomed, perhaps it's sung by warriors as they prepare for battle, perhaps it simply plays as a track in the background during one of the battles. Most of the other chants from Republic Commando stem from vode as well, but one notable exception is the song Da Werda Verda, which takes on a far more tribal feeling by including war drumming styles of ancient Mongolia. These drier Mongolian war drum sounds and the cymbals that play with them hark something more from the Far East than the other tracks. Because of the connections to both China and Russia in this music, it makes sense to connect Mandalore to the territory of Mongolia, which is fitting as an area with a rich history of battle and war through leaders such as Genghis Khan. This is further illustrated by the Mongolian-style throat singing that enters next in this song. But I would love to know what you all think as well. Do you think we could actually get vode on in Season 3? And if so, how do you imagine we'll hear it? Will it be diegetic, meaning part of the scene, or non-diegetic music? And what do you think of connecting Mongolian culture to that of The Mandalorian through the music? Tell me in the comments below, and let me know if I've missed anything. Consider checking out my Patreon page using the link in the description, where you can help support this channel for as little as $1 a month, or download PDFs and MP3s of projects as I complete them, along with other perks at higher tiers. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to learn more about the music of a galaxy far, far away, and as always, may the be with you.